morning, boys and squirrels, and welcome to the second episode of Locked Below. Before we begin, I just want to give a massive thank you for the unwavering support and suggestions from the first episode. It's truly appreciated. That being said, we left off last episode with a glaring question. Which quest should we be able to do? The answer to the question was extremely overwhelming from one direction. That direction is, we will allow any quest that unlocks underground content that could help progress and enhance the account. The amount of people that said that was insane. I'll probably have it popping up right now. I also got a ton of suggestions for Blow Ice Mountain and Perilous Moons. All will be doable because of the suggestions, so thank you again. I mentioned later, but I hadn't played RuneScape since Valimor came out. But Cam Torn will be massive for our account, especially being an Ultimate Ironman. You'll see why later as we struggle hard raising a certain skill. All that being said though, we will try our best to get all quest items underground. After today's episode, you won't see any content above ground to keep the immersiveness of the underground feel. I shot this one a little earlier. I wanted to get back in and play. So this was kind of before all the comments started flowing in, but I 100% agree with only showing underground content. I like that. So this massive change of how we go about quests will change our goals slightly, but also add many more goals as well as opportunities to the account. I also saw a comment saying, "You are just making it hard for yourself doing Ultimate Ironman." I'm just kidding, of course. I love you guys. But you're not wrong, but that's the purpose. Like many have mentioned down in the comments, Caveman has done a series as a regular Iron Man, so why not step up the difficulty and challenge ourselves even further and see what we can accomplish? Last thing I saw was a few people saying, why did I choose Daenerys as underground since it's classified as a moon of Gielinor? I mentioned I'd explain the reasoning. So, if you go to the wiki of Daenerys, it says it's the city of the fairies and can only be accessed once the Lost City quest has been completed. The city, in all likelihood, is deep underground. And boy, do we love to go deep. I mean, what? We like underground. This is a big reason I counted it, though. I thought that little Easter egg was a very cool detail that was perfect for our account. Now that being said, in the first episode, our short-term goal was to knock out all 6 quests. Now that all the quests that unlock underground content are technically on the table, our mission will be to create goals each episode since it's unattainable to knock out every quest in this episode. We'll strive to get close to these goals each episode and hopefully one day be standing next to Underground King as one of the strongest underground accounts in RuneScape history. So without further ado, let's get into it. We start our journey doing agility. Main reason being 40 would be a nice little marker to have, and we still had so much K, so I figured this is the best way to utilize it before starting our mining journey. Yay, looky here. I've been down here forever. Sure, I fancy an exam. Okay, I think we throw it straight into crafting. Let's get through this quick. Just because. Fancy a drink. There. That. Okay, exit. Bye, dunce. Thank you. Alright, where's it at? Wait, where's he going this way? Okay. Woo! Perfect timing. Alright, we got an XP book. I think I put that into crafting, just to be honest. We talked about it last episode, how it's got to get to level 5 before we can make the rings. The only other thing I can do is I could kill or get my thieving high enough to get jades or opals, whatever the hell they're called, from the ham members, you know, and go that route. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Man, it sucks ass using it on such a low level thing, but it's what we need. 45 crafting. Son of a biscuit ass. Last one, baby. Let's get on out of here and we'll hit 40 agility, maybe 41. I think we have everything we need for now, so we may not even head to Keldgrim. We may just head to the Dwarven Mines. When I was explaining these earlier, I could have swore it was like 1, 5, 10, 25, not 50. But we'll do that. That, and we should be 41, 42. Sick butt, boy. You now use the Dwarven Mine Narrow Crevice Agility shortcut and climb the wall. The Dwarven Mine Crevice Agility shortcut will be nice. And then I honestly have no idea what to keep using these on. I mean, this would be the way to go. I say we just bite the bullet and I just kind of think about it, but we use up an inventory slot for now. We'll buy that bronze pickaxe for one, and we'll have to go over and grab us another one. But for now, all this has to be dropped. Cakes, which did us very well. We're dropping the air talisman. The lit torch. I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to have to go back over to the Dwarven Mines, or to Keldagrim anyway, because I need 23 thieving for Death to the Dorgeshan. And then we can go back. We can do that probably around there. Is there anywhere else to thieve? Now that we're 13. The hand member's at 15. That's what we want. So we probably got to go back to those cake stalls for 2 more levels? Artie, Relica, and the Wilderness. I don't think any of those are downstairs though. Yep, so we need to get to 15. Then once we're 15, we can go hit up the hand members. But I'll have to go back over there, so we'll drop this lit torch for now. I think that's the best way to go about it. Unfortunately, right now. We'll get our tin and copper right here. Since we're weak as all balls, we'll just pop. Let's put this on. Just pop back and forth. I think we keep all this shit on us. Again, I could get a tinderbox back over there, so I want to keep the hammer, of course. And now we go to town. It's going to take us forever. Once we get to level 5, we'll buy a steel. But we need 17 mining for the Lost City. My thought is maybe we make us a bronze pickaxe with that. But on top of that, we'll get us a whole bunch of knives or darts, whichever one we can make now. I think knives. We'll get that, and that'll be our way to train range. And hopefully get us close to being able to use that bone crossbow. And that's what we'll hopefully use to knock out Priest and Peril, those 2 level 30 monsters we have to kill. Now, Perilous Moons, 100% down to do that. Like I said earlier, you all mentioned it. Everybody mentioned it. That being said, that one's going to be a while because we need to finish something Twilights, which I don't remember. I'll pop it up on the screen maybe. But on top of that, 48 Slayer, gonna be a while. 20 Hunter, probably gonna be a while. And then 20 Rune Crafting and 10 Construction, which you all had great ideas for the Rune Crafting. The Arania Altar is definitely underground, and that's where I plan on getting the Rune Scimitar at some point. So maybe that's how we train our Rune Crafting as well. My only fear there is, can I unnote noted shit on that banker? I'm not sure. I honestly... My guess would be no, but maybe, since I'm a UIM, because everybody else uses runes, you know, to get to that bank. And if not, boy, that's going to be a pain in the ass. Dude, it says there's a furnace here, unless they're just talking about the blast furnace. Okay, so a $2,500 fee to use it. Let me look around, because gosh, this is going to get way too expensive here. There's got to be another furnace somewhere. Okay, here we go. We're going to buy a steel pick. Now what we're going to do... buy that steel pick and use that thing like there's no tomorrow. Need to have an attack level of 5. Oh, no. Son of a shit ass. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I was really hoping there's another way, and I'm not sure if there is. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Czar Fight Pit. A lot of running's going to be done here. Because there is a furnace here. I don't want to spend 2,500, if not more, every time to smelt down freaking bronze of all shit. We're going to go here, the hell out of here. We'll run up here, we'll smelt these. We'll spend 1 coin every time to buy the damn hammer and then just drop it after we use it, just so we can get a full inventory that looks like this. As long as nobody hits me. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for not beating my ass. I just think it's so worth it to go ahead and try to get our smelting up now. What the fuck? Do all of them, butthole. Just because we don't want this shit to fall behind, because this will be very useful, because this is one of the few ways we can get our range up and do a whole bunch of other shit, like make a bronze axe so we can get our wood cutting up. It all comes from here, so we got to do it. The shit part is, after this, I'm going to have to probably tele home and then run up there. But we're going to run into the issue of our minigame teleport and shit like that not being ready in time, which is going to be a pain in the yam-yams. But we'll make it work. This is going to be one of the struggles. But alright, I'll see you in a minute. 1 coin. Thank you so much, sir. So, I've been having a think while traversing the lands. Get here. This one spot is not going to be worth it. I could always keep this, but it's just like... maybe I go to the general store, and I don't know if there's any underground general stores that give you the like high value or the good value, kind of like you do in the wilderness area, or that general shop in the Karanja area. So I don't know if there's anything like that, but my thought is like, would the toadflax, snapdragon, or amethyst crystals, once you pull them apart, be something we could sell for okay money? Let's go talk to this guy really quick. That's probably my question of the day, I guess, is like, is there something we can buy with these Brimhaven vouchers that would get us okay money? And if so, where the hell should we be taking it, you know? Which one of you little bastards? Here you are. Like, how much do you value it? 17? You little cheapskate? All right, you ass clown. Not him. I can't do it for 17. I'll keep this on me until next episode. But yeah, that'd be interesting to me, is who could we talk to do that, you know? So, what level's knives? Level 7. You ass. Okay, we're not gonna get booty butt for any of this shit, but we might as well try to optimize it the best we can for now, since we're little brokey boys. And split it up a little bit better than what we did with the bronze axes. So, this is 4 coins. There we go. This is 5 coins. 7 coins. Ooh. 3 coins. That sucks. Okay. That'll make up our hammer usage. It won't pay for anything else. Dude, this is going to be a damn journey. But alright. I'll catch you when we are 17 mining. As well as I'll let you know what our smithing will be then. Okay, so I decided to attack this dwarf. While just like sitting here waiting again. Terrible idea, because this dwarf is just like, fuck you, dude. That being said, I'm wondering if we don't work on smithing a little bit, but once we start doing quite a bit better on money, then we go to the blast furnace, and we could even buy ore and shit like that and try to get it up a little bit that way. I don't know. I just don't know. Just food for thought. Okay, desperate times call for desperate measures. We're gonna beat the shit out of these rats. So we can wield the steel pickaxe. There it is, baby. Can I wield this thing? I can. Get fluffed, you little rat. Okay, there we go. Now we can wield it. So we can come over here. We can wield these. Oh, shit. Why didn't anybody tell me? For some reason, I thought these were here without thinking. Damn it, I just did all that to wield this damn thing for no reason. Okay, let's go sell the 2 nature runes for now. Let's see here. 54 coins. That'll work. So that being said, you guys are on to something with this Perilous Moons. Like, I hadn't played since Perilous Moons comes out, where is Perilous Moons? Well, so there's a place called Camtoran. After we do Perilous Moons, we talk to Adala, we'll just say. And look at this. I don't know what that is. Sounds sketchy. But we have a magic shop which has nature runes, all kinds of runes, a jewelry shop, a food shop, a mining shop, an herbalist. An herbalist, that'll be nice. Holy shit. We have to do this. It sells pestle mortars, iron newts, water filled, like all the generic shit that we're gonna need for herbaling. Jewelry is, oh, they got sapphires and shit like that. None uncut. Damn, that would have been huge for us. General store, it's got needle and thread, charcoal, rope, pie dish, spade, hammer, knife, like everything. It has all the pickaxes right there. And then baked goods. It's got bread, cakes, red berry pies. You can buy red berry pies right there. Meat, apple, garden, and fish pies. Holy shit. That place is going to be awesome. A forge, mine with 5 iron, coal, 16 calcified rocks. I don't know what those do. But like, dude, we could come here once we get to iron and coal, you know? Steambound cavern, a fishing spot. Earthbound cavern, hunting and training. So all this is underground. I feel like this is like a boss. Ancient shrine, ancient prison. I'd have to become way more versed on that. But then again, we'd have to get the 48 Slayer, which is going to be the hardest part. We can get it all. It's just going to take us a minute. Okay, just hit level 17. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start working on the Lost Tribe. Just had that pulled up. So I need to go back to Eldergrim and get that light source, but that's really it. It's just going to be quite the run. I think I'm going to go ahead and just see if I can't sell the damn iron. Ugh. Always broke. I'm going to buy a ticket just to save a ton of time. Let's go ahead while we're here as well and get a chisel. Because I've thought about it just running over here. And the plan is to go ahead and get 23 thieving. Well, 15 thieving, which is 2 more levels from cakes. And then we'll be able to thieve the... What the... I guess. Thieve the ham members, which will be huge. So we'll knock that out as well. Alright, there's level 15 thieving, so now we can pickpocket ham members. So this just saved us a lot of time, since we were here anyway, grabbing the unlit torch and tinderbox and everything. Next thing we're going to do is work on getting opals, because we can take those to get us to 5 crafting. I hear you, brother. Ouch! Ooh, an iron axe. That's like our best thing there. Steel pickaxe. You can sell that? I think we should sell that. Yay! Oh, son of an ass. What? That's good. A steel axe. Gosh dang it, we want that too. Okay, real quick, I was looking at if there's any way possible to tan this cowhide. There's one person. Let me just bring this over so you guys can see it too. Eodin. It's a tanner found in the Crypt of the Moon within the Forthos dungeon. In order to reach him, players must first reach the crypt by using a temple coin on the stone relief. In the room through the north wall of the crypt contains a lever that permanently opens a gate, allowing easier access in the future. Using a temple coin. A temple coin is an old coin that is obtained from Obidus and Forthos by either trading him 5 unnoted cut dragon stones or attempting to kill him. If players choose to kill him, he will be transformed into a level 186 shade beast who will curse the altar of sun and render unusable until 200 eligible types of dragon bones are offered, which removes the curse and reverts it into a normal altar that restores prayer. However, if a player chooses to hand him 5 unnoted cut dragon stones, then only 100 eligible dragon stones will be needed. Therefore, the second option is recommended over fighting him. Yeah, unless you can't get fucking 5 dragon stones. Bloodholes. The coin is used on the stone relief. Okay. In order to unlock the chamber containing the sacred bone burner and Eodin. Okay. So, that being said, he's gonna drop the temple coin. We'll have to fight that bastard. Definitely gotta have overhead prayers by that point, you know, because that's gonna be a pain in the yam-yams. That being said, we are not gonna be able to use this for quite a while. This is my second polished buttons. I did 1, and it gives me 5 experience, and I hit level 4. So, we're on to a good start, you know? We have everything, I think, besides the damn hat, the ham's robe already, which is pretty good. No, we don't have the boots. Do you get boots? None of these guys are wearing boots. I don't remember. But yeah. Oh, yes. And I've gotten 3 or 4 raw anchovies and have not cooked 1 successfully yet. Let's go over here and do it. Yay! I just want to say, I know I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, but thank you so much for everybody that subscribed and, oh, what the hell? Left so kind comments and everything else on the first video. But, I started my YouTube journey playing 7 Days to Die, and I just want to say, like, my guy on 7 Days to Die, he is an absolute shitbag when it comes to lockpicking. I always fail, I break my locks and everything else. I get down here and try to steal and pickpocket, same shit happens. I just get the absolute shit beat out of me all the time. Polish those buttons. Okay, you're getting closer. But yeah, I just figured I'd show you how much of a struggle, which, that being said... Woo! I don't think I can do this yet. Yep. So just shafts, right? But yay! We can start that journey because we pickpocketed a knife. Look at this shit, man. I've had my recording paused because of how long it'll take. Like, I'll sit here, you know? No, I don't want to talk to you, bitch. But how long it would take. But holy hell, man. Like, I've been in that jail cell, no shit, so many times. Oh, look, I can now enter the tombs and soften them. Right. I'm keeping these. I don't need this, but alright. There it is, level 23 thieving. Hell yeah, that's done. My issue here is, look how full my account is. So a lot of the shit we're gonna just sell, so it's not that big a deal. But keeping these for the axes, keeping this shit, like, keeping this, we just gotta go start knocking out quests. Okay, so to end the episode, what we're gonna do is knock out the Lost Tribe. Knock out that quest. And then to begin next... Oops. To begin next episode, we'll probably work on our combat stats quite a bit. So we're able to do Druidic Ritual, as well as Death to the Dorgeshin for sure, as well as Below Ice Mountain. All in the next quest, hopefully. Alright, we're approaching the end. We're gonna follow Khazgar here and talk to Mistak. Ooh, shit, I almost followed him. Gonna sent our ass yeeted back the other way. Alright, Peace Treaty. Oh, great. Now we go back upstairs. Signing of the Lumbridge Dorgeshin Treaty. Yay. We got 3,000 mining, a Ring of Life, and the Dorgeshin Mine access. That being said, 22. Neat. We'll drop the Ring of Life. And before we end the episode, we'll go look. I want to run down here and just see how much a bone crossbow and bolts are. We're obviously not going to buy it just yet. But we talked to Nardok. 2,000. Okay. And a bone pack gives us 100 bone bolts, I'm pretty sure. And we can't go in here just yet, right? Yeah, see. We have to complete Death to the Dorgeshin. Okay, just making sure. Okay, that's going to wrap this episode up. Really successful episode when you look at our skills. We went from 23 agility all the way to 42. We got our mining from level 1 to 22. Our smithing's at 9. That's going to be the biggest pain in the ass, because that one technically needs to be around 40 to get our crafting way the hell up. We're almost level 5 crafting. A little bit more stealing or one more dunce, and I think we're there. We're right under. Raised our thieving to 23 for that quest. But next episode, we'll work on all our combat stats right here, as well as our woodcutting. That'll be something we push pretty hard and probably get to 36 in next episode. But thank you guys so much for the support. It's honestly been amazing how many comments and how many likes and shares and everything else y'all have done in the support you showed. So I'm really looking forward to this series and seeing what we can do with it. Especially now that we've kind of agreed upon, like, hey, if the quest unlocks an area or has something to do with the underground, go for it. Because that kind of opens it all up, you know, to where we can do whatever we want to do. But look to have another episode around Friday, because I want to get right back into it. And while the grinding isn't too terribly bad now, we'll probably try to push 1 or 2 episodes a week. But thank you guys so much for the support. I want to give a special shout out to YouTube and Patreon members. You guys are absolute legends. If you want to donate, the link's below. It's never necessary, but always appreciated. And then lastly, I stream once a week, so you can either catch it on Twitch or YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.